Hi, everybody.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Really weird. I don't know what's going on, but I got to get through this anyway. Uh, Happy Sunday. It's Sunday. I'm going to do this video.
That was me turning my volume up.
It's so weird. I had different lives going at the same time. It went to my other backup channel. I don't know what's going on, but so we're just going to push through it. So today we're going to talk about Porsha's prenup. We're going to talk about Carlos King's love for Porsha. We're going to talk about Shamia. We're going to talk about Porsha's new man. All right. Let me start out by saying this, okay? This is my job, okay? I don't care enough about reality TV to be on teams. I don't care. You know, if I say something about Porsha and you don't like it, it's just how I'm feeling in that moment, or it goes with what I'm talking about. I don't care about teams. I mean, people take shit too far, and you guys were just clowning and acting up with Married to Medicine because I liked Dr. Heavenly. I might not even say who I like this year because y'all can't handle the truth, okay? I'm just telling you because this is an interesting story. This is an interesting story. Remember, I told you guys I'm more story-based than team-based. Anyway, let's get into this divorce. Simon, okay, everybody thinks Porsha's dumb. They think Porsha's dumb, okay? It's just a why fact. People think Porsha's dumb. But is she really? Porsha has smart people around her. So you could, if you have one of the top attorneys in Atlanta, you can be dumb because he's going to look out for you, right? I think she has good attorneys, she has good managers, and just good people around her. Because this divorce is not going to turn out the way you guys think that it's going to turn out. Everybody's saying, I hope she doesn't get a dime from Simon and all of this. But let me tell you this, and then so nobody will be surprised when the shit goes down, okay? Now I'm looking for the folder. I can't find it. Hold on. Another one of my problems is I don't throw anything away, nothing. I have shit from years ago. I've been doing this 7 years. And my desktop is just cluttered. It is cluttered, and I'm scared to erase anything. And now it's at the point where I can't find shit. All right, so listen. So Porsha has one of the top divorce attorneys in Atlanta. His name is Randall Kessler. I'm sure you've seen him before. He's been on the show, and I believe it was for NeNe's divorce. Can't remember, but just let me play this little clip for you.
Your experience, how do celebrities and professional athletes choose their divorce lawyers?
So I think they choose divorce lawyers like most of our clients, right? Most of your clients, Miles. You know, folks that have resources, enough money to hire a lawyer, will try to find who they think is the best. And it's all over the map. We've had people come in and say, I did my homework on Google. You know, rich, famous people. We've had people that have said, you represented people that I know, but I didn't ask them because I don't want them to know that I'm going to see a lawyer. So we get sort of referrals that aren't intentional. But I think, you know, people that are in those kind of circles, the high profile cases, need a certain type of lawyer that can be discreet, that can talk about, you know, how to avoid the press or how to respond to things that are in the press, how to resolve cases without filing a document so you get everything done so that when it's all tied up and done, like Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos, when you file the divorce, it's already settled.
Okay, that was the smartest thing he said. He says, when you file a divorce, it's already settled. So what Randall Kessler does is when he when he types up a prenup for you, he acts like it's a final divorce decree, right? Which means he does discovery even before you go to court. What's discovery? When you find out, you do background checks on people. Okay, because divorces get real dirty. You do background checks on people. You find out what's going on. You write a prenup that's in your client's best interest. So when you go to court, you could say, hey, we already did discovery. Now, it took Randall Kessler an entire year to draft up this prenup for Porsha. Okay, a whole year. That's a lot of time to find a lot of stuff in people's background. Simon has a very flawed background. If the public knows about it, he probably found out about it on the first day. Let me play a little bit. Let's go over some of the shit that Simon is getting in trouble for. Remember, he has multiple convictions of credit card fraud and bank fraud. Remember one time he tried to marry someone to stay in the country and immigration deemed that a fake marriage. He also had a green card, a temporary green card under somebody else's name. Let me see if I can play it. This is all facts. And if we know it, is no damn way Porsha didn't know it. Let me play just a little bit to remind y'all just how flawed, okay, I ain't even gonna talk shit about Simon. Flawed Simon's background is. Damn.
Yeah, but can you just do me one favor? Watch your tone when you're talking about my girl like that.
I can't with Perry. I cannot. I can't find it. Oh, you're right, Perry. This is ridiculous.
I tried to tell you to clean up.
You sure did. You
desktop.
did. I can't even remind you guys, but you guys remember hearing that. His paperwork went all over the internet. He's been having immigration problems since day one. There is absolutely 100% impossible for Porsha not to know. Randall Kessler is one of the top divorce lawyers in Atlanta. So what happened was he got financial records and things that he needed from Simon, and then they submitted their stuff, and so he did a thorough background check on Simon. And so before she even married Simon, she knew that he had a flawed past. I wish I could find the damn thing. I mean, he did a lot of shit. He's no angel. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm just saying he has a flawed past. Okay, I won't go as. Would you go as far, Perry, as to call him a crook?
No, I mean, I don't know where he's getting the money from, so I would just be speculating. So what he is, I think he was trying to use my girl, Porsha.
Well, okay. Perry's a mess. Perry's in denial right now. Perry is in denial. This is not working. All right, so let's move on. I wanted to tell you a little bit about his background because we have forgotten. It is a lot of stuff in Simon's background, and there was absolutely no way that they were going to allow him to stay in America. It's just no way. Here, let's see if this works. Hold on, let me give you a little background because it's really bad, but it plays into the prenup.
Into it that much. I just know I'm trying to finish my divorce.
That's not it either. All right, so let's move forward. So now information is starting to come out about Porsha's prenup, and she's not as dumb as everybody's calling her. She might not be smart, and I'm not saying that to disrespect her, but her attorney is. So y'all stop it. Like, she's too stupid. She's too stupid.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beatrice.
People need to back up with that. They always come with, oh, she's not smart.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I don't get it. She did the right thing. Like, nobody's that great. Like, some people love history. So she made a mistake talking history. I don't know history that well. But Porsha know what she's doing. She's
I'm a PhD.
All right, so this article title, Porsha could gain a lot from her prenuptial agreement. Thank you, Beatrice, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. All right, so in Thank you, Bonji, for the super chat. That's not coming up. Perry, they use each other in Candy's. They use each other in Candy's voice. They do.
Right. Now, see,
Right.
I ain't got a problem with that. Like, I'm saying that's true. But one outsmarted the other one. And I think Simon got played at the end of the day.
It's hard to believe, but he did.
He watched the blogs and started to think she was as stupid as everybody thinks she is. And one thing about Porsha, y'all got to understand is this. She's the full package, people.
Oh,
okay.
Perry.
She's 100% beautiful, 80% intelligent, right?
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
If you was to give it a grade, she'll be an A-. You can't do too much better than that, people.
Now look at Megan. Nobody's going to forget this. Megan said Porsha thought the Underground Railroad was really an underground railroad. She did.
Right.
So
I mean, because you know what though? Do you expect a scientist to know how to repair a car engine? Probably not.
Are you done?
I'm saying like people wanting to down my girl. Maybe because it's because look at that. Look at that face. Just beautiful, right?
Perry, let me leave you for a minute. Let me go on because we don't have time for delusions right now. Okay, so this talks about some of the things that this article came from. I believe it was People Magazine. Found out that's going on with her divorce. It says the former couple's prenuptial agreement states that its central purpose to avoid contested and expensive litigations. Hi, Donat. I was going to call you earlier and right after I did the show and asked you, did you want to come up? Because I'm doing my next video on JAG. So I really want you to come up because that's crazy what's going on. He said if you watch the season, come on over here because it's really, really crazy. But talk to Perry because I want you to come on this afternoon with the whole Jaguar right stuff that went on last night. Crazy. All right, let me keep going. It says the former couple's prenuptial agreement states that its central purpose is to avoid contested and expensive litigations. They don't want in court. They didn't want it to be contested, the prenup. They wanted a clean prenup. We already did discovery. This is what we found out, including the costly and potentially intrusive discovery process if an event of dissolution occurs. So in the event that there's a divorce, this is what we're going to go by. It says the Fulton County ruling also reads, it's undisputed by both parties with the prenuptial agreement at issue. In this case, we negotiated by parties, I can't see, with very competent lawyers over a year length of time. So they're saying these top-notch lawyers, it took them a whole year to get this prenup together. And that's because they dotted every I and crossed every T. He's no dummy, okay? Perry, you should have worn pom-poms in a skimpy skirt for
Oh, watch him.
Porsha.
That's low. See, you know what? That's the problem. Like, my girl is underestimated. And must I tell y'all again?
I'm a PhD.
Anyway, let me move on. So they can't come up with the excuse that their lawyer was incompetent. They both agreed, both sides said that we've used very competent lawyers. We gave them enough time, an entire year, to draw up this prenup. Now it gets serious. Okay, it says, wow, you guys are giving me a lot of super chips. Scientists. Perry, I love you, Fred, but you are smoking weed every day. He really is. You can't go into denial about a couple things. Let me get this out because it's really, really good. By very competent lawyers over a length time of a year and included exchange of financial disclosures. So they got paperwork from Simon, right? How do you make your money? And they went over it with a fine-tooth comb, okay? Financial disclosures such as issues of fraud, mistaken misrepresentation, and duress are clearly addressed in multiple provisions of the prenup. So what this means is that if we find out that there's fraud with his finances, you can't blame Porsha. She's not Erica Girardi. So remember when Erica Girardi found out that Tom was a fraud, they started suing her. Remember those $750,000 earrings that she didn't want to give away? People start suing her personally. So if we find out that Simon's finances is a fraud, this is not going to affect Porsha. Okay. Then if we find out that there's any fraud issues, we already know from the beginning that he has credit card and bank fraud. Okay. If we find out there's any misrepresentation, that's when he had that visa under a phony name. Remember that? They're covering everything. And you can't say that you signed this under duress because it was an entire year. The crazy part in all of this is that Porsha full on knew about Simon's background. You can't say she didn't know. Okay. So I don't know why she married him when she knew, he had a lot of stuff in his past. She married him anyway, but she was smart. Randy Kessler was smart enough to go through his paperwork and say Porsha is not responsible for any of this. If we find out there's any fraud, if we find out that the home was bought with any fraudulent money, Porsha has nothing to do with this. If we find out that anything was misrepresented, she can walk away whenever she wants to. This is why she's still in that house.
Yep.
This is why she's still in that house. She wants that house for some reason, but I think it's strange that she knew about his past, but married him anyway. I'm thinking she had ulterior motives for the wedding. They're also saying that Simon did a Hail Mary, and he's done this with his previous wives. He hopes that if he could have proved that he's living an upstanding life in America, they would find some kind of miracle and keep him here in the United States. I don't think that was going to work, but that was his part of signing the agreement, is that he was hoping, because they said he did it with all of his wives, Falynn and all the other ones. He just wants to stay in the United States really, really bad. She already knew about this. Okay, so I don't know what she's getting out of it, but she's not going to be an Erica Girardi. She can walk away clean and free. If he's scamming any money, which we think that he is, because they listed, he doesn't have a single job. They call him an investor. So according to his paperwork, they take money from this business and put it into this business, and then you put it into this business, but we don't know what the original business was. I'm not saying he's broke. I'm saying he has to go in front of a judge and explain himself. Okay, so now we know that she already knew. And I told you the rumor was that she's going to claim that he's a fraud. Okay. She also went on the Breakfast Club, in which she says that Simon is not going to show up to the fight. They're going through the final stages of the divorce, and she was very confident talking to Charlemagne that Simon's not going to be at the final divorce hearing. It doesn't benefit Simon at all. So now we heard that she called deportation on him, with the emphasis of telling the court he's such a fraud and such a con artist and a scammer that he got kicked out the country because of the things that he's been doing. But I don't know about it. I didn't know about it. She knew about it. There's no way when you sit down with your attorney that you didn't know Simon's stories didn't make sense. If the public can pull his immigration records, you mean to tell me that Randall Kessler couldn't? So I don't know what kind of things that she had going on, but she also said very bold and very confidently that he's not going to be at the hearing. Now, he can be at the hearing, the final divorce hearing, because you can go Zoom or whatever it's called in that state. He could still run businesses from wherever he lives. They're saying nothing changed except that he can't step foot in this country unless he was doing some crooked shit. It would not be in his best benefit to not show up at the divorce hearing. I don't know what's going on. Can you hear it, Perry?
No,
Jeez, what kind of day am I having?
No, I don't know. But see, one thing, I mean, while you fixing that shit, y'all gonna have to honestly understand this. Yeah, we can debate whether Porsha, see, she is so stupid, but was that prenup written out in her favor? Yes, it was. And did Porsha know before she had the prenup written up about his past? Yes. That's why she's
Well, yeah, it's really weird though. So what was she doing? I'm confused.
protecting herself. I mean, look.
No, why marry him anyway, Perry, if you know he's a crook?
He was going to benefit off of it. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the difference between a wannabe gold digger and a professional one.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Perry? What are you talking
Like
about?
I'm saying, a lot of people try to go out and gold dig for money, but they picked the wrong man, and are either the one that's going to dog them out. Simon thought he was going to be the guy that's going to play my girl. He found out she knew about his past.
She knew about his past.
Of course, she ain't crazy. But you say, why would she do it? She was benefiting. It gave her a storyline. The internet shut down when she stole Falyn's man.
I just know I'm trying to finish.
Sorry, it popped up late. Go ahead.
Okay.
You said what?
The internet shut down when she stole Falyn's man. Like, she did it in broad daylight. My sexy young girl, Porsha, went in that house, shaking that ass, stole that man, came out driving a Rolls Royce, okay? Got a new storyline. But she knew that Simon thought he played everybody. Because you remember this? When Porsha had a show, I think Family Matters or some shit like that. And it was Dennis and Simon sitting there having breakfast. They was talking. And Dennis was trying to warn Simon about Porsha. And he said, I don't worry about that. I always keep a U-Haul on speed dial. Well,
he said that.
Guess what? Porsha kept her cell phone on speed dial and made that phone call the ice. That's what I'm thinking.
It's a mess. Hi, Michael. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? She says, I don't think she started trying to use him or having an ulterior motive. I think she wanted to keep a certain lifestyle image and was going to do that through him. Exactly. But I think there was love there. I can't read that because
the love wasn't there though.
Love there, and I'm on a different screen, so it blacked out that part. But as the tables started to turn with the divorce, I think she became more calculated and how she moved. I mean, she has been divorced before. I think that she knew he was a crook. I think that as long as the public didn't know, she was okay with it. She was living in a $7 million home. She was driving Bentleys and expensive cars. But I think her and Randy, her attorney, they knew. And they wrote up a very good prenup that's in her favor. So, but I don't know why she acted like she didn't know. And now she's saying with confidence that he's not going to show up. And she's saying it like, almost like for a story, like, oh my God, like, now he's not going to show up. Now I have to stay married to him. That's not true. That's not true. You can divorce him when he's in a different country. Just listen to the confidence in her conversation.
Not sure. I haven't looked into it that much. I just know I'm trying to finish my divorce. And I can't do that if I don't have a person to divorce.
Really?
So,
you got to be out to do it?
We need to be in court. Yeah. Well, he wanted to have our last court date, which was just a week ago. He asked for it to be in person. I didn't want it to be in person because I knew this whole thing. When I got enlightened about
knew this whole thing, so you did call ICE.
No, I knew that he already had a peculiar situation with the United States of.
So is that her admitting it? She said he had a peculiar situation. She knew.
Yeah, she knew. But
she knew.
She knew, but do she supposed to come out here and tell the world? I mean, she knew it was in her best benefit to have him show up for this divorce meeting or whatever they was having and get his ass kicked out the country. Because she know as she go on, he can't stop her from doing shit, filming in that house, doing nothing if he ain't in America.
Yeah. This is really weird. I can't get this off the screen. So anyway, she knows he's not going to show up. It will not benefit Simon to show up. If anything, she knows how he really makes his money and that she will spill the beans. I'm thinking, this is just my thought, no one told me this, that Porsha got embarrassed when everybody found out that he was a con artist. So she wanted to distance herself. I think that she took this storyline to Bravo, like, you know, I'll let you film my divorce because I don't know what's going on, but she knows what's going on. I think she's going to let Bravo film the divorce, everything. I think she's using Simon at this point as a storyline because she negotiated this really large deal. Bravo has been falling over all over her, giving her what she wants. She demanded that Porsha comes back. She tried to get Sheree back, but there was some problems with the money. She tried to get NeNe back. We're going to talk about the fallout with NeNe. I think that she's using these things now as a storyline. What are your thoughts, Perry?
Well, yeah, no, I mean, that's what I'm saying. People need to put some respect on my girl name. Let's keep it real. On one case, you want to call her stupid. But look at the action she's making. She's going to be living in that house until they foreclose or do whatever on it. She no longer get to deal with Simon. His ass is out the country. Mm-hmm. She got a storyline. And what she benefits from that whole prenup is look at her value. When she went in there and stole that man in broad daylight and brought him out driving that Rolls Royce, internet shut down, her stock went up. Mm-hmm. Did she not get a pay raise after that?
A huge one, huge one. And she is the top paid, yeah. And
yeah, do I think she knew about his past? Yes, because Porsha is not as stupid as y'all want to make her out to be.
Well, Randall Kessler is not stupid.
Oh, no. Okay, well, I mean, somebody had to go to Randall. I'm not going to give him all the credit. Somebody had to go to him. Porsha chose.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm done with Perry. I am done. Perry, stop.
Randall Castle did this. Oh, shit, Porsha is the one got that money in her bank account. My girl know what she's doing.
Well, let me say this in Porsha's defense. She certainly did a lot better than Falynn. So I don't even know when this interview took place. So I guess Tisa Tales had interviewed Falynn. I don't even know when. This is a clip from Tisa Tales. Thank you for letting me use the clip, Tisa. And he left Falynn with nothing. It was the complete opposite of Porsha, who stands right now to gain everything, especially if there's fraud here and then the judge has to start making different decisions. But I want you to listen just how bad and down and out Falynn sound. And there is nothing wrong, women, with protecting yourself during a divorce.
The associates, the well-known associates, you know, everyone who knew Simon and I, you know, as a married couple. I mean, our mutual friends, our married friends, everybody has pretty much shunned me and has believed every single word that has come out of Simon's mouth. But you know, I was with Simon for 5 years. I've seen a lot of people do a lot worse for a check or to just be able to be around somebody with wealth. For me, it was a job, but I didn't like it. But you know, while I was married, that was my fault. You know, I shouldn't have been so complacent. You know, ladies, get your credit up. It was going to be hard for me to find a place in 15 days, and I was really stressed out to the point where I was telling the therapist, like, I'm stressed. I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, Simon wants me out of here, and I don't know. I have my kids. I don't know what I'm going to do. And because my credit won't get me approved for much. And the therapist actually ended up getting involved in begging Simon to give me more time and to abide by whatever the prenup said. And guys, I'm not. What's the proper term? Legally savvy. It's not even. I don't even know if I said that.
She didn't even have credit to go give herself a place to live. Hold on. Let me see. Bondi says, and I don't know how to take this down. Hold on. She says Bravo wanted her until Shamia showed up. She is a star, and Porsha is a Shamia wannabe. Porsha wants the husband, kids, mansion, and all of it. We're going to talk about that.
Oh,
hey,
my.
Renee, long time no see. Why are y'all saying Simon is out of the country? When was he released from ICE detention in Georgia? So they're saying that he's in Dubai. That's why we're saying that. They're saying that he got shipped like 1 or 2 days later, or shipped or flew over, and he has property in Dubai, and he didn't go back to Nigeria. That's why we're saying that. That's the rumors out there. But listen, Falynn did it all wrong. You don't even have credit to get your own place. And this man is allegedly a billionaire, millionaire, whichever one. And you walk away with bad credit, and then you need him to get you a place. And he didn't even buy her a place. He rented it, a place for her, and paid her rent for a year. Mm-hmm. So is Porsha really dumb like we're thinking?
Is she really the stupid one? No, I would look at Falynn for being the stupid one. She looked destitute, out there crying, and I don't know, and it's my fault, and I shouldn't have been cheating with the fool guy, and I had to have my therapist beg Simon. See, Porsha didn't leave herself where her therapist had to beg Simon for any damn thing. Just pick up that damn cell phone and call 1-800-ICE.
And then, okay, not only does she divorce his ass when she knew about him the whole time, she uses him as a storyline and got over on Bravo. They are treating her like she's the queen of Bravo.
Yes.
And according to the rumors, NeNe was supposed to come before they fell out. Let's talk about NeNe. So NeNe and Porsha were friends. Outside of the show, we would always see pictures of NeNe and going on a double date with Simon, her and Yoni, and they were friends. According to, I don't think Porsha spoke on it. According to the rumors, I think they spoke about it on Michelle's channel, is that basically NeNe didn't want to get involved, and Porsha felt like that she took Simon's side because Simon's good friends with NeNe's boyfriend, Yoni, right? And she got mad about it. It's a touchy situation. It depends on who you are. I feel I gotta be careful that some people will get mad if you're my friend and then we're going through a divorce and then I see you out hanging out with him. Then they're saying that stopped NeNe from making an appearance on the show. This is what they're saying. And NeNe's saying that they were supposed to do some show together called Upshaw.
On Netflix.
And when she found out that Porsha was going to be there, they ended up calling NeNe on the phone, telling her, sorry, we can't use you anymore because you don't get along. Well, Porsha, according to Porsha, that didn't happen. She said that NeNe went ahead and filmed anyway. That's not true. I don't know why Porsha would lie about it, but again, let's listen to what she said about NeNe.
What happened on when y'all shot the Upshaws? Because we had NeNe up here.
Yeah.
And she said you blocked her from being on the Upshaws.
No, she did it. She did the show.
But you wouldn't do it with her.
So no, it's not that I wouldn't do it with her. So I signed on to do the Upshaws, and I had just filed, I think, could have even been a week and a half prior. So you know how you sign up. So mind y'all, when I filed for divorce, I did not know I was filing for divorce. I was happily in love with my husband. Like, we were good. Valentine's Day, we had a horrible argument. Things got really nasty, and I knew something was about to hit the fan.
Right.
But I did not know. So when it happened, I had already signed up to do the show, and I really couldn't cancel at that point. So when I got there, I just was sitting in the green room or the waiting area, and I just like start breaking down.
Oh man.
I just start breaking down. And then then she was in the room next to me, and just hearing her voice broke me down because I just felt when you're going through divorce, you just feel so alone. And here I am, just a foul, coming out of my room. I mean, I could barely put on makeup. And now here I am on a set with strangers. I don't have anybody. Just hearing her voice, it was just too familiar. And, I had not talked to her. I didn't know how I could face her. I didn't know how I could face anybody. So it genuinely wasn't me saying, no, I don't work with this person or that person, whomever, because I agreed to it. I just wasn't capable of doing it that day.
Mentally and emotionally.
Mentally and emotionally. I could not gather myself at all. So when I spoke to them, they were like, I understand you're not going to be able to act as a housewife today. They ended up letting me go home. And then they said, we'll fill in your spot with Cynthia.
They're saying she's lying. They're saying that she's lying. And that's not how it went down at all. Renee says, if Simon was released, y'all don't think he would be on social media? You don't have to be in the US to be on social media. Porsha is a bad liar. Do we think he's released?
I don't know. Sometimes when they go into the
it's
ice,
been a while.
If they're in ice, sometimes you don't know.
Is he in Guantanamo Bay? I don't know.
No.
I think they released him. I really do.
But look,
I
just want to clear the air.
Oh God.
Yes, my girl lied.
I'm a PhD.
Okay. She lied. She don't want y'all to know the real reasons. Now, I can understand she didn't want NeNe around because she was her and that boyfriend of hers was hanging out with Simon. And she felt like, hey, I'm going through this divorce, whether you agree or not, but to hang out with him, it sort of messed up. But she don't want to tell that story. So I'm not saying
why not?
She's not perfect, but look, she's beautiful. And NeNe, and let's keep it real, on both sides, not everybody always tell the truth about everything. I love NeNe, and I wish they could have worked it out and sort of left that shit in the past and moved on, because I would love to see NeNe on the show. And by the way, if you don't know and lived under a rock, the show is back tonight. My girl Porsha will be back on the screen tonight. And I'm sorry, Sherelle, you get to share, 3 months of your year with me hanging out.
I'm just telling y'all the facts. I'm not taking the side. I can't keep going through that. Or if I say something about somebody that people don't like or whatever, because it's more important for me to get the story out. And the story out is that Porsha is lying. Now, Michelle straight from the A, Michelle A.T. Alien is her YouTube channel. Michelle A.T. Alien, might be Brown, is her YouTube channel, and then her blog is called Straight from the A. She was out and about with NeNe, and they called Porsha a liar. What happened here?
What does NeNe think of Porsha's interview? I'm sure NeNe gonna tell you.
I don't give a fuck about Porsha.
What interview? Who said that? We don't know. I don't know.
What Porsha said was good.
Porsha talking about her. She ain't talking about
I
Porsha.
gotta waste my time because that bitch lied.
She lied?
Oh my God.
Porsha lied? Oh my God. Can you believe Porsha lied on the Breakfast Club?
Can you believe that?
She said that NeNe was in the other room, honey, and she heard NeNe's voice.
Ain't her shit. She wasn't even on the phone. That bitch make up some good shit.
She be lying, honey.
Just lying. Girl, leave me alone.
She done lied on Simon. She done lied on NeNe.
She just said she lied on Simon.
I'm a PhD.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, look.
Why is Porsha lying? She knew about Simon when she married him. What is she doing, Perry?
Okay, look. Let's keep it real. Like, going through a divorce, going through all that stuff. I love NeNe too. But I think both sides aren't actually being 110% honest. NeNe know why Porsha is actually mad. But has NeNe came out and said that? She'll put it on the show and stuff like that. And that wasn't right. I'm not justifying. Now, I love Porsha, but I'm not going to justify things that I feel that's wrong. I feel like, look, do the show, be professional. You ain't even get to like the person. Just go on the show. Do what you get to do. She shouldn't have blocked NeNe from her bag. And I wish they would have worked it out for NeNe to have appearances on Roa. But let me keep it real. I think, people think Porsha is stupid. If you finally got the opportunity to be the star on Roa,
Harry,
are you gonna be foolish enough to crack the door open just a little bit for NeNe to come back in and steal all the shine? Because NeNe, no,
you might be right. It could go deeper than what we thought.
I'm just trying to keep it real, because like most people think, oh, she's stupid. Underground Railroad, Underground Railroad. But Porsha's starting to tell y'all something.
I'm a PhD.
Right? And that PhD stands for Professional Housewife Divorcing. Okay? She is a true professional. And she should have let y'all know.
You can't get rid of me, bitch. I'm not going nowhere.
Okay?
I'm not going no fucking where.
Exactly. Thank you, baby. So, on her hand, look, NeNe, I love NeNe. I wish they could have worked it out.
Yeah.
But Porsha, like I said, she created her own fame. Like, do you think if she wouldn't have stole Falynn's man in broad daylight, that she would have got a pay raise? That she would have had this type of storyline? That she would have shut down the internet? No. I mean, I love Porsha, and I'm not going to hide it. I got to stop trying to hide it. I'm confessing my love. I love Porsha. I love Porsha from Porsha being so beautiful and talented.
Oh my God, Perry, shut up.
To her pillows and her sheets that she sells. I'm just trying to keep it real. I'm a fan.
The pillows and sheets, I can't. Anyway, look, this video went viral. It's a long video with Michelle and NeNe. But she's saying that people are using her shit without giving her credit. If nothing don't make me madder than that. People don't understand. It's not easy gathering exclusive information. Y'all gonna give my girl some respect. Just say, and a lot of them are new people. The new people, they don't know. Just shout them out, say where you got it from, and all will be forgiven. The old people, well, they're just snakes, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's see what Bonji says. Porsha isn't stupid. She's just not smart.
Okay, well, I mean, but you know what, though? I would give Dr. Bonji some credit. She's starting to come around. Bonji is starting to come around. Because first she was stupid. Now she had to realize, see, that doctor degree you got, Bonji, is coming in handy. Now you're starting to realize Porsha is the winner that Perry thinks she is. And she's not just the People's Choice. She didn't only get the People's Choice Award. You see this? She get Perry's Choice Awards too, right?
Also, too, this is definitely, the divorce is definitely gonna be on TV. She's gonna televise it. She's gonna act like she didn't know he was a crook. She's gonna be shocked and all of it. You don't really have to do it that way, I don't think. But you know, when she starts talking about it, know that she knows. And so she's gonna get a big portion of Simon. If there's money there, if there's no money there, she's gonna act like she didn't know, but she knew. But she's moved on. Okay, so this season they're gonna have Shamia on the show. They're saying that she's been on the show for years, but I guess her husband didn't want her on the show. But Shamia is where the real money is. I believe in episode 1, she's going to talk about her $9 million home. Her house is more expensive than Porsha's house. Her $9 million home, they said that's where the real money is. And her husband's also African. I'm not sure if he's from Nigeria. His name is Gerald. That's his American name. I don't know if he's from Kenya or Nigeria, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Her and Shamia and Porsha have been friends for years. Some people say that Porsha is jealous of Shamia. I don't see her being jealous, but you never know. You never know with people. But I do know that they're thick as thieves. So this season, Porsha and Phaedra are like this. That's why when Phaedra had a problem with Married to Medicine, then Porsha jumps in it and she got a problem with him too. They're all like this, right? Shamia, they're saying that Shamia has introduced Porsha on the down low, ain't nobody supposed to know, to another African suitor. By the time this show is finished airing, she's gonna come out with a new boyfriend. Another rich African. She's really got her eyes set on the rich Africans. I don't know what it is, but she wants a rich African. And they said that Shamia is the one that hooked them up. Porsha knows how to play the damsel in distress. She really does. I mean, I can't hate on her. I'm not hating on her, loving. This is just what happened. But I know she came out better than Falynn. Falynn was crying up there, talking about she didn't have any credit to go get herself another home with her children.
But she looked right down pitiful, and she said it herself. She did it to herself. She was in the mansion. Whether she had, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna go back and relive that story. If she'd have gave Simon more attention than the pool guy.
Perry, stop. Perry, you are a mess.
A lot of people want to call my girl a gold digger, and I use that term because, like, I look at it as a form like a educational degree. That's why I say Porsha is
I'm a PhD.
Right? Because some people go to college for 8 years to get a PhD. She mastered hers in years too. And it's a trade. It's like investment. Okay. Investors don't invest their own money. Most time they learn how to invest other people's money. Mm-hmm. Porsha know how to use the materials that she was born with.
Oh, wow.
The beauty, the talent.
I can't.
Right? No, you guys got to understand this. So she needs her credit. And nobody looks at Falynn that way. Falynn had the same hopes and dreams that Porsha had. She just wasn't a professional like Porsha.
Anyway, let me move on. So they had their premiere party about 2 or 3 days ago, and it was really weird because Perry always says that Atlanta's like, them girls are younger and they are like at the nightclub, and that Married to Medicine, they're a little older and it's more mature. If that wasn't the truth at this premiere party, it was like a club. These girls they had the music going, all the paparazzi was there. Phaedra was there. And I'm gonna talk about Phaedra in a minute. And you know who wasn't there? Carlos King. Hold on, I'm gonna pull that up in a second. Bonji, I can't click two things. She gave me another super chat. Thank you, Bonji. We love you. Anyway, so Carlos King is clearly not there. It's no secret. Carlos King isn't talking to Candy, Phaedra, or Porsha. We all know what went down. He's trying to rewrite history, but he wants in really bad. And not only does he want to be back in that inner circle group that he destroyed, because he's the one, according to Phaedra, I found articles saying that it was Carlos King that told them that Candy had the dungeon and they were going to lace her drink. He misses that paycheck. Can't nobody tell me different. Yeah, you got another show on OWN, but we know you are not getting paid what you got paid on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and he just wants back in. He's being thirsty. Right? He's being thirsty. So here he is. This must be a fan of Carlos King. And this lovely young lady posted that she put something in Google. Here, let me let you listen.
This is what Google says. Google says, I asked Google, is Carlos King married? I'm thinking Google was going to go in a different direction with this, but then Google said, yes, Carlos King is married and lives in North Carolina with his wife and 2 kids. So I Googled. This is what Google says.
So we all know Carlos doesn't have a wife. He's gay.
Mhm.
I think he's out. Is he out? He gay. He had a boyfriend and that relationship broke up. And this is what's suspicious to me. So somebody says, this is what they said on the internet about you. And here he goes in the comment section with Porsha on his mind. As a journalist, hey, Porsha, that's why you can't believe everything you read on the internet. But tell this beautiful young lady I love her back, and make sure y'all follow her on TikTok. Happy Fun Day Friday. First of all, it's so much wrong with that. Stop being thirsty.
Yeah.
Porsha don't want you back. They said they ain't talking to you for a while. Okay. Bravo don't want you back.
Yeah. He just being a kiss ass. Just a kiss ass. Oh, Porsha, don't you worry now that you I love all the ladies. And Porsha, now that you did this, I need to kiss your ass to try to get back in with you and Phaedra. Look,
he will never be back in.
They need to tell him where he can shove it. You know what I'm saying? And just kick his ass on out. Now he needs somebody.
Well,
now
look,
he's sitting there begging in the chat and act like he probably put that rumor out that he had 2 kids and all that stuff.
well,
He tried
I
to
think
generate his
so.
name. You cannot trust him.
Look what happened when I Googled it. How come I didn't get that? How come when I Google it, I went to ChatGPT, which is better than Google. How come when I went to ChatGPT, it gave me the correct answer? It says Carlos King is not currently married. I don't know what's happening. But anyway,
Yeah.
Carlos wants in with Candy, Phaedra, and Porsha. You're not getting back in. I don't see Porsha ever forgiving him. And Phaedra is never going to forgive you because you got in the way of her bag. When she lost that job, she had to find other ways to make money. And I don't see them making amends with Carlos King, who claims, and you got to stop the lies because they're saying that you're the reason that they said that stuff about Candy. You're claiming that's not true. And I didn't get fired. I just walked away. Carlos, and then you're acting like everybody loves you. You know you have problems on your own show, Carlos. Stop lying. The star of the show hates you. What are you talking about? The fans hate you over there. Dr. Heavenly had to stop working with you for a while because she was getting hate mail because you was getting so much hate. Stop acting like it's just a small 1 or 2 people that don't get along with you. No, a lot of people don't like you. You know, you rub a lot of people the wrong way, but you really overdid yourself when you made Phaedra lose her job. And that's what she said. Okay. So, is Carlos King his legal name? Yep. Carlos, I believe it was Reginald. Carlos Reginald King. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. Carlos still good with NeNe and Kenya. He will be all right. I mean, I don't know. I think NeNe was fighting with Bravo back then. And she, this is what I wanted to show you too. Did I save it? I think NeNe was fighting with Bravo back then, and she just didn't feel like fighting anymore. So, but everybody knows Carlos is a mess. Mm-hmm. And he goes over and beyond to pretend like, and you know, it could have been some kind of setup. I don't know. But all I know is you came off really thirsty. And then if you look in the comment section here, so Tamar Braxton makes a comment. They found out about us, you know, she wants to laugh it off like, oh, you know, that's so funny, cute. Listen, Tamar, we know you are not quick to realize when you have befriended a devil. Let me tell you that. Like that guy that Carlos used you to come on his show, clowned your then fiance at the time, called him Colonel Sanders, got him so mad that you had to come out and apologize for him. I don't think Tamar has not put 2 and 2 together to figure out Carlos King is not good for you. But, you know, it takes her a while. She's not good with reading people at all. And, you know, that's coming up on the upcoming season. Did you know they got another season? The Braxtons? Child, it's going to be a mess. All these people that are supporting Carlos are, I think Quad was one of them. Hold on. Here she is. Absolutely Quad. Girl.
Come on, Quad.
Ask Mariah. Don't get you getting played by Carlos King, Quad. But you know, okay, you got to face your own battles. But child, these people are not smart.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm glad that Tamar is working on her personal life, trying to be a better person. You can't knock someone when they're down, but she had to do that because there was many flaws, and she just can't read people. She has men trouble. You know, I'm sorry. You have man trouble. You know, it was Vince, and then there was David, and then there's Jeremy, and you just don't know how to read men. And Carlos King is not good for you. But you know, you keep running over there and hanging out with him, and then you're gonna get blindsided. What's it say? I heard the niece was blindsided on Braxton. It's a lot going on that I'm not gonna talk about, and I'm not even sure if I want to cover the show. If they start dragging Tracy's husband again, maybe, because I genuinely think the show is boring, and their secrets are getting too deep. I'm not sure. It's almost turning into a Karen Huger thing. You know, these are serious topics that they're talking about over there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. So we got that. Let's see what else I got here. Carlos, Porsha, Shamia. I did let y'all know that Shamia is trying to help Porsha find a new man. She might, this is a possibility. She might get to keep that house that she doesn't qualify for. Maybe they can work something out with the judge, because Randy seems very, very smart. And I'm sure he'll play let's make a deal with the judge. It's a huge possibility. Porsha can walk away with that man's house, because she already know he ain't showing up. That's not a good look. And maybe she already has somebody in there that can help her with the payments. You never know. I want to know about this new African guy. And what does she have about these Africans?
It's the money. It's the money. It's the money. Money. I mean, she ain't broke. Now, look, let's keep it real. When we say that, that's why I said
I'm a PhD.
They ain't broken with neither one of them messing with a broke African. Let's keep it real.
Sherelle, what about Jag being called in Diddy case, child? I need to not to come back. We're gonna talk about this. Is she finally got what she deserved? You know, I don't have a problem with Jag, but she lies so much that really dilutes a real case, because people will believe her. They believe her. You think, who believes Jag? A lot of people do, but she outed herself yesterday. It just got so bad. But so I'm gonna try to come back. So we talked about Shamia. I wanted to talk about, this is what I wanted to talk about. This is why I like Michelle Brown, ATA Alien. She knows what she's talking about. So I'm watching her behind the scenes with NeNe and some other girl, and they're just talking, and she talks about somebody, she doesn't name who he is. Somebody steals her stories, but don't give her credit, always on all of her social media. And, you know, he's a man. This person she's talking to is a man. And when you're a blogger, we don't really trust each other, because it's a dog-eat-dog business, right? But I'm glad that you said that, Michelle, because I'm experiencing the same thing. There's this guy who is copying me verbatim. He's a man copying everything that I do, but pretending like he's not. These I'm gonna out his ass one day. I'm gonna out his ass.
Well,
but anyway, we're gonna go.
Michelle, huh? I'm basically glad Michelle confirmed it for you, because sometimes you do think it's all in your head.
Yeah.
But now you know.
Oh, hell no.
Stealing other people's content is a real thing on YouTube, and then they try to down you so nobody realizes what they're doing. This guy, he's a man, watches me every day, tries to befriend my friends. He's weird. He's very weird. But now I know some people play dirty like that, and girl, I mean, you have to ignore them. But if I get sick of it enough, I'm gonna out his ass because back up. I don't even know you. You're a man. I'm a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a woman. You're a boy. What they said. You are a boy. You are a boy. So stop trying to turn yourself into a woman. Or me. Stop trying to turn yourself into me. Stop copying me, or I'm gonna out your ass, and it's not gonna be pretty. I've been good for a whole year. I haven't gone off on anybody. Oh no, that's Jaguar, right? We gotta talk about that. Never mind. So listen, yeah, it's a real man. It's a real man. Just start watching all the stories that I do, and then watch him try to belittle me. No, I'm gonna out his ass in a minute. But do you think every blogger goes through that?
I think so, but some just have it worse. Like you said, sometimes you expect it from somebody of your own sex or bracket or something like that. But at the end of the day, I'm a boy.
No, it's like he has an obsession with me. It's really weird to be followed like that. He's in my chat now. He thinks I don't know. I know you're in my chat now. Feels really weird. Like, go live your life, and God made you different. We're two different people, and you don't have to copy me. He might want to marry you next. I don't know. It's really weird.
Oh, no.
But I will be back. We're going to get with Denat. Y'all can't wait for me to get Denat on here. We're going to get with Denat. We got to come back, and we have to expose Jaguar Wright. I don't have anything against Jaguar Wright. I think she's a bold-faced liar, and you just outed yourself. I think you needed to be sued because your lies, people believe your lies, and we're going to expose that. So let me get with Denat. Hopefully he can go now, but I'll come back as soon as I can because we need to talk about this lawsuit with Jaguar Wright. Girl, you are dumb. You brought it up. And Ralph, I'm gonna call you too. The four of us, me, you, Perry, Denat, and Ralph, need to come back and expose what's going on with Jaguar Wright. So I'm gonna call you, Ralph, and hopefully you guys will be back in an hour or two. Any last words, Perry?
No, I mean, shit, we'll see y'all at the next show today.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Bye, everybody.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.